Well, hey, uh, we're back. Again, my name is William Lawson, and this is the Saxophone Factory. We're back to do lessons 16 and 17 from the Rubank Elementary Method. We've been working on. Hope you've been working through. Hope that you've gotten the book in the description box. A way to order it, or you can go to your local music store. If you have a music store that rents instruments and the like, or band instruments, you can probably find it there. It is a very much standard method book that's sold pretty much everywhere. So or you can order it online from Amazon. The book costs about $6.95 or something like that. Let me look. Yeah, $6.99. Sorry. Charge me the extra 4 cents. But in any case, we're going to go at lesson 16. Lesson 16 institutes slurs, and slurs are the curved lines over notes that are different. What we normally do is that we tongue the note that the slur starts on, and we don't tongue a note that's attached to the slur. We have to be really careful that we look at slurs and not think that they're ties, because ties look a lot the same, but ties are only connected to notes that are the same. Notes that are different, we talk about being slurred. Both notes not being articulated. Sounds something like this. The next record. Notice that I tongued the first note, the F, and I didn't tongue the second note, the G. And I just let the note end with air. I didn't put my tongue back on the reed to stop it. Okay? So that's what slurs are. It's on page 17, lesson 16 of the Rubank Elementary Method for saxophone. So we're going to play the entire page. The first exercise is in F. So it has a B flat in the key signature, which means unless they tell you differently, all the B's are flat, are B flat. All right? Here we go. Number 1, lesson 16. 1, 2, ready? There you go. Making sure that you keep your fingers as close, we talk about this all the time, keeping your fingers as close to the keys as you possibly can, okay? And when you're sight reading something for the first time, look at one note at a time. Don't try to look ahead, just look at what you're doing. And your sight reading will get better and better, I promise. Let me move up just a little bit so you can see at least one of my hands, my left hand. All right. Now the next exercise is in the key of G. And how do I know that? Because it has one sharp. And if you'll refer to the scale chart that we put up, you'll see that if it has one sharp, it's probably in G major. And that sharp is written on the F line, which is shorthand for saying, unless they tell you differently, all the F's, no matter where they are, whether they're above the staff, on the bottom of the staff, or below the staff, are all going to be fingered like F sharp. All right, here we go. Number 2, page 17, lesson 16. 1, 2, ready? you notice that I tried to do our goal of going 4 measures before taking a breath? Taking a breath in the beginning, taking the breath right before measure 5, and then again after 4 measures, and then right before measure 9, and then right before measure 12. This is a perfect time to practice that. All right, here we go. Number 3, it's also an F. You see how it switches back and forth? Trying to trick me. Can't trick me though. Here we go. Number 3, lesson 16, page 17. 1, 2, ready? Stop. Did you notice something? They put in a natural sign in front of that B, where it goes right there. See, that's one of those times that they told you to do something different. They had the rule in the key signature, and the accidental was the exception. We're responsible for the accidentals and the exceptions as well. All right, we're going to start again. Make sure that you get the accidental. Number 3. 1, 2, ready? There you go. Did you remember that a dotted half notes in 4/4 time get 3 counts? Made it easier to breathe, and you had a whole rest to take a breath. All right, number 4. Back to 8th notes, and we're still in the key of F, which has a B flat in the key signature, unless they tell you something different, right? I don't know if they tell you something different. Let's find out. They do. Let's see if you get it. Okay, now we're at lesson 16, number 4. Now let's see. It's also in the key of F, and let's see if they tell us something different in this one. They do, but I'm going to let you spot it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready? Did you get the difference? Instead of F natural, there's an F sharp in there too. You circle it and find it. And then when you find it, write it down in a comment that you found it. Tell me what measure number it's in. That way I'll know. All right. Number 5. We've got a alternating pattern of what we call slur 2, tongue 2. But you're not really slurring both notes. It's actually tongue 1, slur 1, tongue 2, isn't it? We have 4 eighth notes. The first note is tongued. The second note isn't tongued. The next 2 eighth notes are tongued. Ti, ta, ta. Commonly referred to as slur 2, tongue 2, but it isn't like we slur 2. You're only slurring one note in that. And then the next 2 eighth notes is a tongue and a slur, and then the quarter note's tongued. So they're mixing up the articulation. Make sure you catch on. It's also in the key of G, which means that all the F's are sharp. Unless they tell you different. Here we go. Number 5. 1, 2, ready? Did you get it? Ti-ya, ta, ta, ti-ya, ta, right? Go over that as many times as you need to make sure that your articulation is correct. As many times as you need to, because we need to make sure that you are always playing the correct articulation. All right, now number 6. Number 6 gets us into the upper range a little bit. It has those sort of percent sign things in the last couple of measures. That means play the preceding measure again. Let's see, it's in the key of G, which means it's an F sharp in the key signature. Now, you're asking the question, but this one doesn't have an F sharp. Why do they have it there? Because it's in that key. Don't worry about it. If you don't have an F sharp to play, don't play one. It's all good. Here we go. Number 6. 1, 2, ready? Did you get it? Or did I go too fast for you? If I went too fast for you, stop the video and then go back and work it up, and then we'll play it together. All right, number 7. Number 7 goes all the way up to high C, and it's in the key of C. No flats, no sharps in the key signature, but there may be in the exercise, again, unless they tell you something different, right? Here we go. Make sure that you watch the articulation because the pattern changes when it goes to the quarter notes. Pay close attention. Here we go, number 7. 1, 2, ready? You hear that? It started off with tongue, slur, right? And then when it changed, it went tongue, slur, tongue, slur. How it sort of shifted a little bit. There you go. Go over lesson 16. Be really, really diligent about your articulation. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.